Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Combo Breaker 99. I am back with another video. All right, y'all, back with some sad news, some disappointing news. As y'all know, Tatiana Suarez, she had to pull out of her upcoming fight. She had to pull out of her upcoming flyweight debut against Roxanne Modafferi that was set for UFC 266 in September. Suarez, she had to pull out due to another injury. I reported this a couple nights ago on a live stream. I wasn't sure what it was at the time because the sources that I checked, didn't disclose that information. But Suarez, she actually posted it on a video on her IG that, she announced to her fans that she suffered a serious knee injury and she was going to be out for a while. And as of now, she didn't mention it, a rescheduling of the fight. I know the other sources that I checked did mention a rescheduling, but, she didn't mention any of that in her video. But she did fill us in that she was going to be doing like a story following her comeback and that she would be back. When, we don't know. Hopefully it'll be soon once she gets fully healed, though. My thoughts on the whole situation, I was a little disappointed that the fight wasn't going to happen, because I did want to see Tatiana Suarez come back and make a big statement. But I'm more so feeling for Suarez right now. I'm more so feeling kind of bad for her just because of the pain that she's been dealing with, just not just physically, but mentally. It's kind of crushing for a young, promising fighter like herself to kind of deal with these things. Like when you have the mindset and you have that killer instinct to want to go in there and fight, but that one thing that's holding you back, your body, that whole body is just holding you back. You kind of feel a certain way for that person. She's, like I said, she's just a promising young fighter with some of the best skills in MMA, but she's been facing so many setbacks. It's just, like I said, that the body, that's that one thing that's holding her back. She's one of those fighters with that mindset that we all are fans of, that she wants to go in there, prove she's the best, make that big statement. She wants to go in there and fight anybody. She doesn't call anybody out. She just wants to fight anybody. Whoever it is, she'll take them on. But it's just that setback, like I said, the body. And, and it's taken her 2 years for her to even be mentioned in the mix of fighting again. And when she does, another injury comes about. And that's why I say it's one of those things that I really more so worry about for her is, getting back into the octagon and having one of those injuries reawaken. That's kind of what I worry about for her right now. That's what I'm always thinking about, just because she's dealt with so much. I'm not one of those fans that just wants to see a fighter rush in there. If anything, I'd rather see a fighter just kind of walk off into the sunset if the injuries didn't stop. That's the type of person I am. I'd rather not see that person fight anymore just for their own well-being. But at the same time, I don't want that to happen. I want her to have that choice to be able to come back and recover fully 100, because I think she would kind of feel a certain type of way if she could never kind of answer that question or kind of fulfill her goals in life, But, that is one of those options that you have to think about with these fighters. That is one path that you might have to think about. Like if they never stop, if the injuries never stop, then you do have to walk away. And I think that would be the best choice if the injuries never stop. There's a lot of people already feeling that way, that she might not come back. I'm hoping she can. I'm hoping she can get back to 100%, but we never know. We just never know. Because as y'all know, Tatiana Suarez, it's been 2 years now, a little over 2 years. June 2019, since she fought Nina Azaroff at 115. And after that fight, she suffered several injuries, neck, back, broken hand. This year was the first time she actually felt good about coming back. She talked to Dana White back in March, said, I want to come back in September, make sure I'm good, make sure I'm fit and ready. Then I can make that return to 125. She wanted to do 125 because she didn't want to make that drastic jump back down to 115. So Roxanne Modafferi got lined up for it. As y'all know, Roxanne, she was actually scheduled to face Taylor Santos, but she had to pull out because of a knee injury. So after her recovery, she was ready to take on Suarez, but now, another pullout occurs, So it's just one of those things, man, which I'm going to talk about in another podcast episode about the hardships of being a fighter, just injuries and just so many other things that, I think the fans, we kind of take for granted with fighters, just so many things they have to deal with. So, yeah, I'm going to kind of delve more into that too, about injuries and, just other things that just injuries, but just other little things that are kind of like setbacks for fighters, not just minor setbacks, but they can kind of mess up a fighter's career, so that's coming. But until then, I think, in my opinion, they should reschedule Roxanne Modafferi and Taylor Santos for September on the UFC 266 card. I would like that idea, just reschedule Roxanne Modafferi and Taylor Santos and have Mandy Boehm take on an unranked fighter. Because, you know, Taylor Santos, she's currently number 12, and she's ready for a top 10 opponent. While Mandy Bohm, she's making her UFC debut. You know, Mandy Bohm is currently 7-0, and she's still a prospect. So she should be matched up with an unranked opponent, as they did with Miranda Maverick and Manon Firo. You know, it makes no sense to throw Mandy Bohm in there with the top 15 when Roxanne and Taylor could be rescheduled. You know, that fight was originally supposed to happen before Roxanne and Tatiana Suarez. So to me, that's the fight they should make right now. Just put Mandy Bohm against an unranked fighter, and then just set this fight back where we can have a good, solid, significant fight for both Roxanne and Taylor Santos, just to kind of test where Roxanne is at and to give Taylor Santos the much-deserved top 10 opponent she needs right now. But as of right now, you know, the moves are pretty much the same. Mandy Bohm's taking on Taylor Santos. Roxanne's without an opponent. And yeah, my 4 flyweight fight card is already facing some setbacks, you know. But that's just the thing now. You know, we have to expect that. You know, fighters, they deal with a lot. You know, like I said, more than just injuries. So hopefully, man, Tatiana Suarez, she can get back. You know, and her comeback story, it'll be incredible. And hopefully she can overcome this injury and just everything else that she's dealt with, and she can jump back into the mix with a bang. So yeah, man, wishing Tatiana Suarez the best. Let me know, guys, what y'all think of the whole situation. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.